In February, thousands of cleared cyber jobs quietly changed their rules. Not the work itself, the paperwork that decides who is allowed to do it. If you work anywhere near a Department of Defense contract, or you want to, this is your map. In the next 7 minutes, you will know which certifications actually qualify you, and which one covers the most ground. You will also know how the qualification clock really works. And there is a catch that hits contractors specifically. Most people discover it the week they lose a seat on a contract. We will get there. Start with what actually happened. The DoD runs a workforce rulebook called 8140. It replaced the old system, 8570, the one with the IAT Level 1, 2, 3 structure you may have heard of. That system is gone. If a video or a forum post is still talking about IAT levels, it is describing a rulebook that no longer exists. On the 15th of February 2026, the deadline landed. Every DoD civilian and service member in a covered cyber role had to be qualified under the new system. So what does qualified mean now? Here's the picture that makes it click. Think about airline pilots. Nobody is licensed as just a pilot. A captain is rated for a specific aircraft. Fly a 737 for 10 years, and you still cannot touch an A380 without earning that type rating. Your experience does not transfer automatically. The seat decides the license. 8140 works exactly like type ratings for cyber jobs. The DoD wrote a catalog of work rules called the Cyber Workforce Framework, the DCWF. Every covered job maps to one or more of those roles at a level: basic, intermediate, or advanced. And each role at each level has its own approved list of qualifications. That is the whole model. The seat decides the certification, not the other way around. Remember the type rating. It will do more for you than memorizing any list. Nearly half the catalog. And rounding out the picture, CCSP covers the cloud security roles, and CISA covers the audit side. 5 certifications, and you have meaningful coverage of the entire framework. Take a breath. That was the dense part. Now here's where it gets serious. Because everything so far assumed you have time. You might not. The moment you are assigned to a covered work role, a clock starts. 9 months to achieve your foundational qualification. 12 months to demonstrate you can actually do the job on the ground. Miss those windows, and you are not qualified to hold the seat. And one more honest detail. A certification is not the only door. Approved training or a qualifying degree can also satisfy the foundational requirement. For most working professionals, though, the certification is the fastest and most portable of the 3. Which brings us back to the catch I promised at the start. When the February deadline hit, government civilians got transition help. Grace periods, experience-based alternatives. Contractors got neither. If you sit on the contractor side of a DoD engagement, the expectation is simple and brutal. You show up qualified on day 1, or the seat goes to someone who does. No runway. No credit for years of brilliant work. The safest position in this entire system is walking in with a badge already earned. I will show you the scar that taught me this. I watched an engineer get benched from a contract they had carried for 2 years. Not for performance. Their certification lapsed in the same month the rules tightened, and the contract could not wait. Renewal deadlines are not admin. In this world, they are job security. So what should you actually do? If you are new, sit Security Plus first. It is the broadest key on the ring. If you are aiming at analyst work, add CISA Plus. If you are heading for senior or management seats, CISSP is the single highest leverage exam in the framework. Then, check your exact target role in the DCWF qualification matrix, because the seat decides the license. At the start, I promised you a map of which certifications qualify you for government cyber work. You now have it. 5 certs, 1 framework, and a clock that starts the day you take the seat. The type rating rule is the whole game. 8140 does not ask how good you are. It asks whether the badge next to your name matches the seat you are sitting in. If this was useful, hit subscribe. We break down certification changes like this before they cost people jobs. And when you are ready to earn one of those badges, head to certcrush.app. That is CERTCRUSH.app. You will find realistic practice exams for Security Plus, CISA Plus, CISSP, CCSP, and CISA, the exact certifications this framework rewards.